Hey there, Clashers. Welcome back. Willie here. And over in Crimson Fog, we started a 50 versus 50 war just before New Year. So this war wrapped up late on New Year's Day. And with this, I did my first ever Twitch stream, which if you want to go ahead and look for that, my name on Twitch is just Willie_gaming. So go ahead and check that out. I will be streaming fairly regularly. But I wanted to kick it off with something like this. So we did this war, pulled off the victory 138 to 122, even though the opponents had us pretty well outgunned on the town halls. So up on top, we did fairly well on defense, and of course, scroll back up to the top on this side, we did pretty well on offense as well. So we're going to take a look at a few of these attacks. Alright, starting off with this very common internet base, we've got Steve, who came over from Puke Salad to join us for this event, and he's coming in with a Queen Charge Lalo. So of course sending in those balloons early, getting that CC pulled, and then Baby Dragon down at the bottom, getting the funnel so he can push his queen into the enemy queen. So the enemy Baby Dragons are making their way over, his Baby Dragon's about to go down, there's a Seeking Air Mine there. So a balloon in, check for any more of those Seeking Air Mines, poison for the Baby Dragons, and then of course the healers for the queen. So the Baby Dragons go down, and the queen's going to start making her way in towards the enemy queen. So she does have quite a bit there to get through. She's got some storages. He's going to go ahead and put the king in on the other side, get that side funneled so that she can head inwards a little bit more quickly. The king is actually going to head in with the queen, but he does not get the healers don't swap, so he's lucky that the healers stay on the queen here. And the king's actually a fair way out in front, so not a big deal. The queen's got a lot of fire coming on. He's got that rage spell down, help keep her alive and give her some extra damage to work through those defenses a little more quickly. So the barbarians actually pull the rest of the CC, so he's got to deal with that golem and balloon now, the ice golem I should say. And now he's got the balloons and the lava hound coming in from the east side, and they're headed into the eagle. So there's the haste spell that's hopefully going to get those balloons in if they would stop stopping and just head into the defenses. So there they go into the eagle, getting that taken down. They'll get that air defense taken down as well as the rest of those defenses there. He does have a sweeper there. It's going to cause a little bit of a slowdown, but it gets taken down by a couple of those balloons that hit the haste. The single inferno is targeting the royal champion. It goes down, another haste spell. That's going to push the troops over into that. He did send the blimp into the town hall from the bottom. He's got the free spell. He hits that warden's ability. So the town hall goes down. Troops get frozen, but they do live. And now he's just got a couple of defenses left. The queen is still going strong over here. He's got an expo on this island over here and a lot of balloons. He did clone the balloons as well, so he's got a bunch of those, but they are starting to disappear now. You can see they're blinking, which means they're about done. But so is this base, as Steve is able to pick up a very easy 3-star. Next up, we've got Bank coming in, and if you've been around on the channel, this should be a familiar name. Bank actually had taken a break from Clash, but is back now with the Town Hall 13 update, and did not take long to get back to tripling bases either. So we see the P.E.K.K.A come down for the funnel, and then we've got the Queen and the Warden coming in with a rage spell. Now, I think there's another P.E.K.K.A in there as well, and they're all headed into the Town Hall. So free spell comes down, there's the Warden's ability as the Town Hall drops, and then a jump spell in, another rage, and they pull the CC. They're going to get that taken care of. King's coming in down here. He's actually going to work his way up into the middle where everything else is at. So there he goes. The Baby Dragons are about to go down to the Queen, and the Hog Riders are going to start coming in from the south side of the base. So the Hog Riders, they're going to come in. They're going for that single target Inferno, of course. Royal Champion's coming in over here, and I believe a couple more Hog Riders will go in with her on that side of the base. So the Eagle is activated, it's targeting the Hog Riders. Heal spell comes down, that's going to keep them healthy as they get a whole lot of damage right there with the giant bomb, scatter shot, eagle shots, just everything firing on those Hog Riders. But the heal spell keeps them alive. Plus they've got that Warden there to help buff their HP. Now from the top side we've got the Slammer coming through, and it does have more Hog Riders in it. So they will drop down, and we've got Hog Riders basically coming from all sides of these defenses, and they are getting taken down very quickly. The last Wizard Tower goes down, and the last Inferno Tower goes down as well. Now we've just got a couple of defenses left. Unfortunately, the minion over here triggers a bunch of air skellies, so that is going to take down the cleanup troops that are going around in the air, but there are still Hull Graders alive, and they are going to be able to work their way around this base eventually and get everything cleaned up for the triple. Alright, now we've got Breakup coming in, of course, and he's going to have the Queen Charge miners starting the Queen Charge up here in the west. So we will see that come down. He's going to have an Electro Dragon actually come in as well, and the Electro Dragon's going to get quite a bit of value up here. That balloon does pull the Seeking Air Mine, so the Electro Dragon's not going to take damage from that, and is going to be able to get quite a bit funneled up here as the Queen comes in and works down towards the laboratory over here. So there's another balloon checking for any more Seeking Air Mines, and does find one over there. Actually finds two. So high value balloon, except that second Seeking Air Mine actually goes to the Electro Dragon after it comes up. But the E-Drag's going to continue pushing on, get a few more things taken down, and get a little more damage on that Eagle. In the meantime, the Queen's working through. She gets that air defense taken down before it gets too much damage on the healer there. So he sends in the Siege Barracks at the south with the King, and then the enemy King is actually going to help pull his King in. So there it goes, and he's got that freeze spell down on that single target Inferno, and I believe he's going to drop one more of those to make sure the King is able to get through the wall and get that Inferno taken down. So the Queen up here, she's working through some of these defenses. Got to get that rage spell down so that the healers don't die to the Tesla. Now the Queen's actually going to come around and join the King down here in the south compartment. Now we got the Hull Graders coming out of the Siege Barracks now that it's broken, and we're going to see the Royal Champion come in over here and target the Eagle directly. And once the Eagle is out of the way, he can start sending in his miners. So actually he's sending in the miners now. Okay, there's the Royal Champion. So she's going in pretty much at the same time as the miners. Miners, of course, going directly into the Town Hall. And there's a heal spell there so that they can shake off all that damage in there. And he will hit his Warden's ability. That's going to keep all that damage off the miners, and they can continue pushing in. The Queen is still going strong over here. She's still got her ability. Still got at least most of her healers. I don't think she's lost any yet. And the miners are still pushing through. He's got one heal spell left. He goes ahead and drops that heal spell. The only thing he has to worry about really is the couple of splash buildings up here at the top. He does have a single Inferno up here, so that helps a lot. Of course, not with the Queen, but with the miners, they can overwhelm that and push right on through. So the Queen hit her ability there. That saved her. And now the healers are bringing her back up to full health, sending in wizards from the top side, and he finishes off this base with a lot of troops and gets that 3-star for Crimson Fog. And here we have Flooz coming in. Flooz is back in Crimson Fog, longtime member of Crimson Fog. He came back in for this event, and he's coming at this base with some dragons. So he's got Baby Dragon up here with a balloon, getting that funnel set on the top side. King's coming in down here. The Queen and the Royal Champion are going to follow over there. And then on this side, he's going to send in a couple of extra balloons and dragons, and then the main group of balloons and dragons coming in from the southwest side. So they're going to go in straight at all these air defenses and this Eagle, getting them taken out of the picture early. And then separated on this end of the base, he's got the Expos and the Infernos all set to single. Usually that can cause a little bit of trouble for your dragons, but that's what all the free spells are for, that and the Town Hall. And he doesn't have to worry too much about the sweeper. It's not pointed in an optimal direction for this base, so he's going to be able to work through that fairly easily. Of course, he did send that slammer in a little bit offset as well. It's actually going to drop those balloons in. It's going to get that sweeper taken out. Now he can continue to rage and freeze his way through the back side of the base. So the slammer opens up, drops all his balloons, and there's the freeze. There's the Warden's ability. As the Town Hall is activated, it's going to go down just before the Warden's ability wears off, so he does dodge all of that damage. He does have one more freeze still in the bag. He's going to freeze the Inferno and the Expo over here as the balloons move in to take those critical defenses out. Over here, he's still got a whole lot of dragons. He's actually still got his king as well. He still has the baby dragon. I don't know if that was the same baby dragon from the funnel. If so, bravo, baby dragon, for pushing all the way through. And of course, the warden's still there to help as well. And he smashes this base for the 3-star. So something we noticed fairly early on was that these guys not only liked internet bases, but they liked running a lot of the same bases. So we've got Deathshand coming up against this base again, and this time he's bringing a much different approach with the Electro Dragons and the balloons. So he's got the Electro Dragons on the funnel. Heroes are going in towards that eagle to get that taken out. And of course the single target Infernos, the plan for those is to get them overwhelmed with the balloons. So he's got 14 of those, sending them in now. Then he's just going to line up the Electro Dragons behind it. The Queen and the Royal Champion do get the Eagle taken out. There's that first Rage spell. They're going to go in, get that first Inferno taken out fairly quickly. And then he gets a split here, so those balloons are going to wander off. That Electro Dragon's actually going to take out the Inferno Tower with the help of the balloons over there. So he's got a Blimp coming in. The Blimp's going to go right at the Town Hall. And the Blimp has the splash damage now, so it does get some damage on the Town Hall before the balloons come out and take it down. He hits the Warden's ability, drops that Rage spell over here, so those balloons get that last Inferno taken down. He doesn't have to deal with that anymore. And now with the remaining buildings on the base, they're all very close together with the exception of the island buildings. So he does have these expos on an island, of course, but everything else, he can get pretty good chain value from the Electro Dragons, but they do move very slowly, and they will have to take out those expos, and I think that Electro Dragon leaves one expo up. This Electro Dragon over here goes down to the air defense. So he's got 2 Electro Dragons left. We are going to speed this up just a little bit as they take their time working through everything, taking damage from the Archer Tower, of course. But they get the Archer Towers down. All they have now are the expo and the air defense working through these trash buildings on the outside. This Electro Dragon's going to move in and take out that expo, so down it goes. But the air defense will finish it off. And then the last Electro Dragon remaining, fairly low on health, I believe. Actually, it was pretty healthy, but it's still got to get through that air defense, and it is not able to, but its death damage gets it done, and Death's Hand barely picks up that triple. That's where I'm going to wrap up this war. Big thanks to everyone who came to my stream. I really appreciate the support, and hopefully there will be many more to come. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up down below, and if you want to see more Clash of Clans content from me, be sure to click subscribe. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you all next time.